Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for tuning in. My name is Intentional Favour, and on this channel, I share my life experiences on issues pertaining to faith, lifestyle, social work, studying abroad, and a bit of vlogging. So if you want to join this community, please go ahead to hit that subscribe button below and also hit the post notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, you are highly welcome. Thank you guys for the support. Thanks for the love so far. You are the best. So with that being said, let's jump right into today's video. So in today's video, I'll be sharing general knowledge as regards studying abroad. What are the things you need to know? Probably you don't know where to start. You are starting here. We are starting together. Remember, we are on a journey actually. We are on a journey and we are starting right here. So what are the basic things you need to consider? What are the factors you need to put into consideration while you are preparing to study abroad? It's still a plan at this stage for some people. So that's where we are starting. We are just starting this journey now. And I'll be saying now is the place of prayer. Yeah, please hold on. Don't say I don't know, but just calm down. Yeah, be calming down. Yeah, I mentioned this first because it is key. So when I mention prayer, is the fact that you have to involve God. Prayer is not just about making requests, as we all know. It's a dialogue. So it's not just about starting your journey even without involving God, because let me tell you, this journey that we are talking about, that we are going into, is not an easy one. Along the line, so many things should confront you. You face challenges. At a point, you might get frustrated and might want to give up. Then that's when you run back to God. But why will you use him as a spare tire when you didn't even involve him in the first instance when you want to begin your journey? So the first thing I would say, please involve God in this. Pray about it. Pray for his wisdom, pray for his guidance. Probably if you've been praying about it before now, probably the prayer brought you to this channel, yeah? Or your prayer, God answered your prayer by making me create this channel. That's on a lighter note, but seriously, guys, don't leave God outside. Then the second thing I would say at this point is, why do you want to study abroad? Yes. Why do you want to study abroad? That's the question you really need to answer. Maybe even in the place of prayer, you can get the answer, or the answer can come. But really, why do you want to study abroad? I know different people, for so many reasons, they want to study abroad. For some people, they actually want to improve their knowledge because they just want to, go abroad and, believe for one reason or the other. Maybe the area of specialty, the area of interest is best abroad or something like that. That's why they want to go. Some people just want to do it because others are doing it. Some people want to make a name for themselves. Oh, I studied from University of Cambridge. I went to Harvard University. So many reasons. And then we know, not even now, that for some people, the reason why they want to study abroad is because they want to Japa. Oh my God. I don't know if that came out well. I don't even know the pronunciation. I've never had someone say it. I've only seen it written down. The first time I came across this word was when I just went, I think it was on Facebook or something. I was reading something and I had someone talked about, if you want to Japa, just use it. I understood it in the context. I'm not sure of the literal meaning, to be honest, but then it's something that over time I started seeing it, people talking about it, Japa and all. Yeah. So if Japa still is the reason why you study abroad, no problem. In my own opinion, one for me, like personally, this is my opinion, by the way, the easiest way for you to japa, we all know what I mean. In case you are not a Nigerian or you've not come across this word, please understand it in the context. Nobody explained to me what japa is. I understood it in the context, and I'm sure you are smart enough to also understand it in the context. I'll be using this japa once in a while, maybe on this channel, I'm not sure, but yeah. So one way, like I was saying, that you can actually japa is through study. Yeah, that's the easiest way, if you ask me. For some people, maybe marriage might be easier, but okay, come on, when you don't have anything like that in your plan, or in your favor, then maybe some people, depending on their profession, they already got a job or something and it's easier for them. But when that is not your case, come on, studying abroad is sure the best thing. So why do you want to study abroad? Get that answer. You really need it even as you go on this journey. And don't forget, if you don't have an answer to this yet, go back to God in prayer. Yeah, so my life experience, I'll be sharing a lot of experiences on as we go on this journey. When it comes to me, that point I gave about why do you want to study abroad? Well, for me, it wasn't Japan that was at the back of my mind. Why I really left or why I desired to study abroad was simply because of my profession. Yeah, I'm a social worker. From Nigeria, but then social work is not statutory. Let me just put it that way in a nutshell. It's not statutory in Nigeria. And I really have passion for this course. With time, I'm just going to tell us how I got here. Maybe that will be a separate video. How I got into this profession. I know for so many people, they don't even know what social work is all about. That's actually the major reason why I desire to study abroad. I really want to go to a country where social work is well practiced, where it is statutory, where it's passed into law. At Nigeria, we are still in the process, passing bill, first reading and all those stuff. But I really have passion for this profession. So I want to know more about it and get to know what it's all about. And the best way to do it is to go to a country where it is well practiced, of course. So that is my own little story about how I desired to study abroad. The second thing you need to consider is what course or what program do you intend to study abroad? For so many reasons, this is very important. Remember, this is like a step-to-step guide. You really need to know what program am I going abroad to study? What course should I study when I go abroad? It's not just about having a vision. It's not just about desiring to study abroad. Okay, so you want to study abroad. What do you want to study abroad? That's the question. And like I said, for so many reasons, you need to get this sorted out. Number one is the fact that you need to be sure of the entry requirements of the program you want to do and to be sure that you are eligible. Yeah, every program for so many developed countries, so many countries, they actually have entry requirements. The things that they need, you have to be this, you need to get this, you need to get that sorted out. So that's why you need to know the program you are coming in for, because you need to, at the planning stage, you really need to be sure of the eligibility criteria, beg your pardon, so that you will know if you are really eligible for that program. And then if you are not, that doesn't mean that if you are not eligible at the time of doing that research, that you will never be eligible. Then you find out, why am I not eligible? So what are the things I can do for me to become eligible? Then you start processing it. But remember, time matters a lot here. So that's why you need to have this plan. Know the program you want to study. Find out the entry requirement for the school, the country, or wherever you are going. Then, am I eligible for this really? If not, are there things I can still do to make sure that I'm eligible? If no, then you look for an alternative. Which other program can I go for? Another thing why you actually need this is what they call personal statement, or some call it statement of purpose. This is a very vital aspect of application. When you're applying for schools in UK, Canada, US, of course, I think Australia, but most time for me, I have personal experience from applying to the UK, the US, and Canada. Yeah, I've applied to these 3 countries for my master's before I finally got here. So if you're applying to these countries, be like, for sure, you have to write your personal statement. Or some people call it statement of purpose. As a matter of fact, that's the first thing that they will actually consider. Why do you want to study this program? They want to know if you understand the program you are coming in for. Why? That is what that statement of purpose is all about. I'll make a separate video on that. Like, I'm really looking forward to that particular video for one reason. Yeah, personal statement, how to write personal statement and all. Watch out for that. So because your personal statement in it, you are going to include why you really want to study that program. So you need to be sure of the eligibility criteria so that you will know how you can, pattern. So when you start writing your personal statement, it will come into play. So you really need to settle this issue of which program are you coming in for. Then just knowing this generally will affect so many things. Knowing the program you want to study will affect the university you might choose eventually. It will also affect the country. Yeah, because for some reasons, there are some countries that a particular program is best or is cheaper or whatever reason. But when you know the program you want to study, and for some professional programs, there is what they call shortage occupational list. For some countries, maybe if one of your reasons is to jackpot, but even if your reason is not to jackpot, just let me say this at this moment, even if your major reason is not to jackpot, at one point or the other, we know that Japaism will be included in it. Yeah, because someone might be saying, are you really telling us if you finish your program, come back home? No, I'm not saying entirely that Japa is not in it, but that's not the primary reason. For me, for you, it might be, and there is nothing wrong with that. As far as our first point, prayer and putting God involved in it, you sorted that out. But then somebody might be, I don't even know the program to come in for. I really don't know and all that. Don't worry, I'm here for you. An upcoming video on this channel will tell you one of the easiest and best program that you can come in for, regardless of your background. Yeah, what program you can come in for if you don't really know what to do, and yet at the same time you want a rewarding program, a program that you not just do after studying, there is no work, nothing for you, and if your Japaism is part of it, you'll be, you know what I mean. Yeah, but that is by the way. But really, I have that video coming up, and you can guess very well. I'm so confident about this. Just watch out for that video. Yeah, so let's move on to the next point. So the next thing is to consider the country you want to go to. What country would you want to study? So at this point, for some reasons also, it's important that you consider this. So we are looking at it step by step, but that is not to say that that is a rigid way to look at it. It can be either way. You can think of the country first, you can think of what program first and everything, but don't just forget, let the first two, they are very important. Involve God, and at the same time know why you want to study abroad. That knowing why you want to study abroad is very important, because it will serve as the motivation. That will be the push that you need, to be honest with you, because if you don't have a tangible reason why you want to study abroad, you will be relaxed. You won't really do it. It will remain a 2021 plan. It will enter 2022 and it keeps going. And at the end of the day, you look back and you see even some people that you had the plans with, they've moved on and you are still where you are. So have that plan. So talking about the country, different countries, they have different application process. I applied to 3 countries, like I mentioned earlier. I applied to the UK, the US, and Canada. And to be honest, UK was the last. Yes, you had me well. I really wanted Canada. But for whatever reason, based on counsel and advice, I applied to UK casually. It was casually. Maybe I'll tell you that story one time or some other time. But I did it casually. But at the end of the day, it paid off. And you know the shocking truth. Let me tell you something. There are some misconceptions when you are in a place and you are looking at a place. From where you are looking at it, you will have a different perspective about that place until you get there. That's my story. I had a different perspective. I know many people, we have so many things to say about the UK, why we don't like it. You have so many things to say about a particular country, why you don't like it. Until you come there, you will know the fact yourself. You will be the judge, because you are judging based on what people told you, remember, not really from experience or anything. So till you come, you will know better. So having said that, what I'll say is keep an open mind. For some reason, some countries are easier in some aspects than some. For instance, in my opinion, when you talk about visa and immigration logistics, for me, UK is the easiest. Yeah, I can say that again, especially if you'll be self-funded. Yeah, even talking about scholarship, then that's another thing to consider about the country. Scholarship, there are some countries that have so many scholarships, but some of them are based on maybe profession, indigenous and all. For people in Africa and some developing countries, to the best of my knowledge, I might be wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, I think UK has more scholarship opportunities for people from developing countries. Yeah, so you have Chevening, you have Commonwealth, so many of them. But don't forget, these are very competitive, highly competitive, and there are terms and conditions. In a video I'll be doing about funding, yeah, I think I'll share more light on that. I'm going to do a video on how I came here on self-funding, and also give you some tips based on my experience and the experiences of people I know that came here through self-funding, sharing all those together to encourage someone that, see, you can do it, even when you think that you don't know. My papa no be Dangote. I don't have like any money stored anywhere for me or anything, but I managed to come here, and I'm going to share all those tips and experiences with you. So that's another thing to consider. And I also know that there are some countries that offer free education. Yeah, there are countries that study free, that offer free education, no matter where you are from. I think the latest now I'm hearing about is Norway. Good and fine. But let me say this: if you are talking about the country to go, there is an important thing for you to consider, which will lead me to my next point, and that is, who do you know there? I know God. I know that will be someone's answer. Yeah, we prayed. Remember, that was the first one, to be honest. Prayer. Yeah. But remember, God works through people. Yeah. God works through people. So you really need to consider that even if it is one person, yeah, God can help you. That's where the prayer comes. For whatever reason, if at the end of the day that the country, maybe you found free scholarship to Norway or some other country and you really don't know anybody there, am I saying that you cannot thrive there? No, that's not what I'm saying. You can still thrive there, but remember, you must have carried God first to not bringing him along the line, because when you land, when you land in a strange land, when you land in a country, oh my God, so different from you, you will understand. You will understand. So that is even why that prayer, I mentioned it at the beginning, prayer, carry God along, because you can't leave God outside. And when you finally get to a country where you don't know anybody, my brother, my sister, what are you going to do? Do you know people that can give you a safe landing? There is this thing about going to a place and you have people to welcome you. Should I tell you one thing? You can't find everything on Google. Yes, you can't find every information you need to survive, especially when it comes to migration. You can't find it on Google. Oh, you cannot. You need people with experience. Well, as regards this, I'm here for you. Don't worry, I'm sharing it. But mind you, I can't share everything on camera. Hope you know that too. So you really need people who will do what? Who will give you a safe landing? Who will help you? If you just land in a place you don't know anybody, it's quite frustrating. I'm talking from experience, because I have people that even when they came here, I am the one. Me, I knew someone before coming here. In short, I knew people. And it gave me a safe landing. Oh, which I'm ever grateful for. I can't overstress this. I can't. But please, when you are thinking of a country to go and study, especially if you are going there for the first time, or those that are leaving their country for the first time, please, just put this at the back of your mind. Make sure you know someone there. Create connection. As much as possible, let it be that you know someone that will give you a safe landing. And oh yeah, did I say that if you don't know anybody, you can't survive? Of course. Joseph was a foreigner in the land of Egypt. Did he not thrive? Oh, he came and became a prime minister. Oh yes, you can do that. But remember the first point, carry God along. So guys, I can go on and on and on. Like I said, this is just a general. We just laid the foundation, the basic things to consider before coming abroad, or when you are making your plans to study abroad. These are the vital things to consider. That's what we do. I can go on and on. And as you can see, I kept promising I'll make this video on this. There will be distinct videos on some aspects. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me also know in the comment section, what are your views about this point? What are your opinions? What do you think? Do you have a different experience if you already have? Or do you have questions you still want to be addressed, or anything you want me to address on this channel? I'll be more than happy to do that. Just leave it in the comment section and I'll get back to you in the video. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and also share it with your friends. And when you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell. By doing that, whenever I upload a new video, you'll get notified. All right, so stay blessed and take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.